The villagers were doubting of her new behavior, remembering her past greed. Once upon a time, there lived a kind and wise old woman named Amara. Amara was known for her generosity, and she had a son, Harun, who was equally kind-hearted. When Harun married a young woman named Laila, the villagers rejoiced, believing that Laila would bring as much joy and kindness to the family as Amara had. However, Laila had a different heart. She was beautiful, but her beauty was matched by her greed. She was never satisfied with what she had and always wanted more gold, more jewelry, and more fine clothes. Amara, though aware of Laila's nature, treated her with love and patience, hoping that her daughter-in-law would change. Every day, Amara would share stories and lessons about kindness, humility, and the value of contentment. But Laila's greed only grew. One day, as Amara was preparing to cook, she told Laila a story. Long ago, Amara began, there was a greedy man who always wanted more wealth. One day, he found a magical tree that produced golden fruit. However, the tree warned him to only pick one fruit each day. But the man, blinded by greed, picked all the fruits at once. The tree's magic turned the fruits to dust, and the man was left with nothing. Laila, unimpressed, brushed off the story and continued dreaming of riches. Her mind churned with schemes to acquire more wealth, and she decided to take action. That night, while everyone was asleep, Laila sneaked into Amara's room, hoping to find hidden treasures. She searched through Amara's belongings, and to her delight, she found a small, intricately carved box. Opening it, she discovered a dazzling necklace of emeralds and diamonds. Laila's eyes sparkled with greed. She quickly hid the necklace in her own room, planning to sell it the next day. However, as she went to bed, she couldn't shake a feeling of unease. The next morning, Amara discovered the missing necklace and asked the household about it. Laila feigned innocence, suggesting that perhaps a thief had taken it during the night. Harun, distressed by the loss, comforted his mother and promised to find the necklace. Days turned into weeks, and Laila wore the necklace secretly, only when she was sure no one would see her. However, her guilt began to weigh heavily on her. She could no longer sleep peacefully, and her dreams were haunted by images of the greedy man from Amara's story, his hands full of dust. One night, as Laila tossed and turned in bed, she heard a voice whispering, "Greed brings nothing but sorrow." Terrified, she jumped up and saw a faint, ghostly figure of the man from the story, holding the necklace that now appeared as a pile of dust. Laila screamed, waking the entire household. Amara and Harun rushed to her room, finding her trembling and in tears. Unable to bear the guilt any longer, Laila confessed to stealing the necklace and revealed its hiding place. Amara, with her infinite wisdom and kindness, forgave Laila. She embraced her daughter-in-law and said, "Greed can cloud our judgment and lead us down dark paths, but it is never too late to change. Let this be a lesson, Laila, that true happiness comes not from what we have, but from who we are and how we treat others." Laila, deeply moved by Amara's forgiveness, vowed to change her ways. She began to appreciate the simple joys of life and learn the value of contentment. She worked hard to make amends, helping Amara and Harun with their daily chores, and sharing her newfound wisdom with others. In time, Laila became known for her kindness and generosity, just like Amara. Laila's transformation, though sincere, was not an overnight change. She faced many challenges along her path to redemption. At first, the villagers were doubting of her new behavior, remembering her past greed. However, Laila proved that she had truly changed. One day, while Laila was helping Amara in the garden, a poor traveler came to their door. He was weak and hungry, have been traveled a great distance without food. Laila, seeing his pain, immediately invited him inside and offered him a healthy meal. Amara watched with pride as Laila served the traveler with genuine kindness. As the traveler ate, he shared his story. "I have been searching for my long-lost brother," he said. "We were separated many years ago during a war, and I have been wandering ever since, hoping to find him." Laila feels the man's pain. "Stay with us for as long as you need," she offered. "We will help you in any way we can." Days turned into weeks, and the traveler, whose name was Jamil, became a part of the household. Laila's acts of kindness towards him began to soften the hearts of the villagers. They saw her not as the greedy woman she once was, but as someone who was truly trying to make a difference. One afternoon, while Laila was walking through the village, she heard a conversation between two women. They were talking about a family that had fallen on hard times due to a poor harvest. Laila felt a pang of empathy and decided to visit the family. She brought them food from her own pantry and offered to help with their fields. The family, grateful for her assistance, spread the word of Laila. Generosity. Slowly, the villagers began to trust her, and her reputation for kindness grew. Laila's transformation also brought her closer to Harun, his husband. Their bond strengthened as they worked together to help the community. Harun was proud of his wife's newfound compassion, and their love grew each passing day. One day, as Laila and Harun were walking in the fields, they found a small, abandoned puppy. The poor creature was weak and malnourished. Without hesitation, Laila carried up the puppy and took it home. She cared for it tenderly, nursing it back to health. The puppy, whom they named Lucky, became a symbol of Laila's newfound heart. As the seasons changed, so did the fortunes of the village. Laila's acts of kindness inspired others to be more generous and caring. The village flourished, and its people grew closer. One evening, as the villagers gathered for a festival, Amara stood before them and told a story. "There was once a woman who was blinded by greed," she began. "But through the love and patience of those around her, she found her way to kindness and humility. Her journey was not easy, but she showed us all that it is never too late to change." The villagers knew that Amara was speaking of Laila, and they cheered in agreement. Laila, standing beside Harun, felt a deep sense of fulfillment. She realized that her greatest treasure was not the gold and jewels she once coveted, but the love and respect of her family and community. As the years passed, Laila continued to live a life of generosity and kindness. She became a wise and beloved elder in the village, always ready with a helping hand and a warm smile. The story of the greedy daughter-in-law became a cherished folktale, passed down through generations as a reminder of the power of redemption and the value of a loving heart. The moral of this story teaches that true happiness and wealth are found not in what we have, but in the love and kindness we give to others, and it's never too late to change. And also greed can lead to destruction, but love and kindness can lead to redemption.